Tonight,
every muscle in my body was aching.
is Dave buckling under the pressure?
I think Dave's mental state might be starting to break down.
And
The odds are against you like never before.
with just one spot above the yellow line,
It's nerve-wracking.
who'll survive
I feel my legs shaking, the butterflies in the stomach.
a critical weigh-in?
When Michelle and I arrived at Camp Biggest Loser today, with only 4 contestants left and Shannon having immunity, there was only one spot available above the yellow line.
This week has been a tough one for Dave. He came in off a really shocking weigh-in, and that had him in a bad place. Hi.
Hey, lovely.
How are ya?
All right.
So today, I wanted to check up with Dave and just see where his head's at. So, how do you feel?
Well, obviously, after last week, I'm feeling a bit nervous, but I know that, this week I've done absolutely everything. If I happen to leave tomorrow, I'd be with no regrets. I think I'd overcome the disappointment of putting on weight last week.
103.6 kilos. That's a gain of 100 grams.
I know I had to go and try and find a reason why I put on weight. So I've learnt, I guess, a huge lesson in New Zealand. I know that my calories are probably 20% more than they are here. I know that it was probably all fruit, carbs as well. Obviously less exercise, and particularly less intense exercise.
Dave is a real analyser, and he needed to go back over last week and work out why he'd put on weight. For him, he had to put that to bed before he could move forward. It's just so close now, everything that you've sacrificed to get you to this point, you would just want to stay. And I know that if you go under the line with either Lisa or Phoebe, then they'll vote you out.
I know that. I know the lie of the land. I know that if I'm not in that #1 spot, I'm going home.
This is one of the most important weigh-ins he's going to do. It really is down to the wire, and there's every chance he could go home. So when I get back, after weigh-in, after elimination, I want you still here.
I want me here too, Mish.
Good.
We rocked up our training location, and first thing I noticed was a sign with a crocodile and don't swim sign. And well, that's probably the nicest thing to rock up to at training. And well, that's a quick way to lose a bit of weight, get a leg taken off by a croc.
We got down below to where we were going to be, and all I could see was Big Bertha the rope curled up like a snake.
There's no commando in sight, which is a bit different. Normally he's there to greet us. Sure enough, up he come from the croc-infested waters, and I thought, here we go, it's on now.
Another hot day in the Northern Territory. But that's no excuse to take it easy. Tonight, you'll have your weigh-in, so don't waste a second. Let's grab the rope, one end that way, go!
This is the boys' last chance to work off those few extra grams. I'm not going to accept any excuses. This is last chance. This is all they've got.
All right, from this point forward, the rope does not touch the ground.
Initially, when we were carrying the rope, it was basically a military style, an old army type of exercise I think the commander would have done probably years ago in all his training, and it was a lot of this left turn, right turn.
Left turn. Keep going, do not let that rope touch the ground.
Big Bertha's definitely a lot heavier and harder to lift than what you first appear. I mean, she's a big, thick, mean sort of thing, but it's a very awkward type of rope.
Left turn.
It can easily happen where she can fall on the ground, and if that happens, we're in for some burpees or push-ups or squats. You wouldn't know.
Let's go, let's talk this out. Let's go, let's get it over the shoulders, Phil. Lift it.
Sure enough, the rope touched the ground, and our little friends, 10 burpees.
Up! Come on, show me what you're made of. You guys must like burpees.
Hey.
When you look at Big Bertha, you sort of think, well, what can you really do with this rope?
7, 8,
8, but Commander comes up with all sorts of ways to actually make pain inflict on us in any way he can.
When I say walk, you're going to walk your way around the rope. Walk!
Commando's always said his job's to turn me and Phil into machines, and he's slowly getting there.
Let's go, hurry up! For this session to end, you're going to sustain, holding the rope, out to your front, arms straight, for 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go! Up! Hold, 30 seconds, arms straight, Joe!
When you're actually standing there with a rope and holding that sort of weight after what we'd just been through, it just goes on forever and a day.
Come on!
Yeah.
Fight it! The end of the session is here if you want it bad enough.
30 seconds really does feel like 30 minutes out here.
5 seconds! Up, Phil! Get it up! Get it up, Phil! Rest!
If we're not ready for weigh-in tonight with the finish that we've had with this last chance training, we never will be.
Get back to barracks, and I'll see you tonight for weigh-in.
Righto. Thanks, Commander.
Alrighty, you two ready to go? The whole idea of last chance training is to exhaust your body of any stores of carbohydrates that it has. That way, when you get on the scales, you're going to be as light as possible. Set the cross ramp and resistance how you like it. 140, 150, 160, minute on each. Start now. Phoebes, you're with me.
During the training session today, we had one person on the cross trainer, which was the timekeeper. I had to do 3 minutes on the cross trainer, and then Shannan took us for one-on-one sessions for 3 minutes.
2, bit more control, control, control. 3, good girl. Strong through that core. 4, 5. The idea in today's last chance training was to leave nothing to chance. Harder, more power, bang, put your body into it. I was going to target every single area of both Phoebe and Dave's body and make sure that it was exhausted. You guys have got to fight. This is last chance training. Up. 6. Okay, now without my hand, I want that bolt strong through the core, strong warriors.
Last chance training is very important today, especially for Lisa and myself, because to secure our spots here, we need to push Dave below the line, and he's been working hard, and so have we. So this is that last little bit for us to get that edge.
Okay, Phoebes, 160, 180, 200. Dave, with me.
When I got my 3 minutes with Shannan, we did a whole myriad of exercises. He started with kicking drills on the bag.
4, 5. Bit quicker, less power, more speed. That's it. 8, that's what I want. 9.
Worked through really hammering the legs.
Heart rate's up, don't worry about your hip. 8, 7, 6, 5. We'll still get it up. 4, we'll work around at 3, 2, 1. Well done. Set.
We did a lot of work with resistance bands.
19, 20, 40 to go. How long, Phoebes? Get them out, Dave. Long arms. Right out, right out, right out.
He hammered biceps, triceps, shoulders, you name it, Shannan hit it.
4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, good boy, 10 to spare.
Having Dave in the room with last chance training, it was good just to see how hard he works.
1, how's time, Phoebes? 2, 3.
You know, this week Dave is technically my enemy. I don't want him to take that spot away from me above the line. That's my spot.
20, go, 1. Quick, quick, quick. Gone? No. Go, just a good one. Go, just a good one. Good. No. Okay, cross trainer, go. Dave is still suffering from a long-term hip injury. Go, go, go. My training session was in his hands. Whenever anything got painful, I wanted him to let me know, and we'd change his workout to make sure that we looked after his hip. All right? Give her a stretch, catch up for a minute, have a stretch, and then come back.
Early on in arriving at Camp Biggest Loser, I had a hip injury, which is a tear in the cartilage in my hip, which is extremely painful and has really restricted my training. I'm on pretty heavy medical restrictions in terms of what I can do.
30 seconds,
I've been pushing through the pain barrier since day one, and it hasn't really got any better. So every day is a challenge and every day is a battle against the pain.
How you go?
I've given pretty much everything I can this week. I've pushed through probably more pain than I have since day one. But, you know, I just want it.
Knowing that the end of the competition is so close, I can almost taste the final 4. I'll stop at sort of nothing to make sure I get there. I'm determined to at least get to that final 4 and then see if I can win the title of the biggest loser.
Dave, you ready?
Yep.
Phoebes?
Yeah.
Go, you know the challenge. Let's get there, last part.
Shannan got us back on the cross trainer and we'd been absolutely smashed by him.
10 seconds down, Phoebes, 1, 2, 14.
Every muscle in my body was aching. I was just feeling fatigue, sweat everywhere.
And while you're working, you think, yellow line. There's one spot available above that yellow line only, one spot. You've got to make it yours, you claim it. Phoebe and Dave proved that they're in for a battle royal. Each one of them wants to fight like hell to take that spot above the yellow line this week. 4, 3, 2, okay, slow it down. That was the last one. There was nothing left in the tank then. Well done.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Michelle.
I knew I would be training Shannan and Lisa today, so I found them in the big gym, already warming up, which is exactly what I'd expect, given it's last chance training. Now, obviously, Lisa, with your foot...
Bootylicious, yep.
You're bootylicious.
Yep.
Mostly upper body stuff for you, so good to be warming up the upper body. And
I feel this week I've got a few things against me, having my foot in a boot 24/7 basically, which means that I can't do, you know, your big muscle groups, which is your legs, which is, you know, the cross trainer and treadmill and walking and that sort of thing. So that sort of makes me feel like I'm a bit behind the 8 ball.
That's it, give it a couple more reps and we'll get started. As far as my training session was concerned, the plan was based purely and solely around the fact that Lisa can't do much. She can barely do anything other than the bike. So I wanted to try and make sure that we had good cardio training and lots of upper body training. Let's go, Lisa, this is your bike. Reach over, grab your pedals, and away you go.
The first thing we started in our first circuit of last chance training with Michelle was something very weird.
Reach over and have a little practice run.
She'd actually put the spin bikes onto their handlebars forwards, and we had to stand behind the bike and pedal with our arms.
As quick as you can. Push it out, push it out, push it out, push it out, push it out.
You're holding yourself up, your abs are on, and you're spinning your arms, you're moving, and there is some resistance there.
That's it. Upper body training. We can still get a good cardiovascular workout using just the upper body. If we can't use the legs, we'll find it another way.
Just doing that surprised me how hard it was, and, you know, that my heart rate was right up there like it gets with a real intense cardio session.
Heart rate. 170. All right, we're into cardio gym. Let's go.
We hit the cardio gym for a 10-minute showdown between me and Shannan, and I knew it was going to be hard work.
Go. Back extensions. Going for 1 per second or thereabouts.
It's extremely hard on the cardio gym to not only keep your legs moving, but then to actually do the exercise that's on the screen. You know, it takes coordination, it takes discipline, and it also takes strength because you're lifting weights as well.
Shannan, great work, mate. It's good to see you going as hard as you possibly can. You may have immunity, but you've seen people go down that road before. Look at Rick.
Exactly.
Shannan was absolutely assuring me that immunity means nothing. He is going to do everything in his power to make sure he loses as much weight as possible. That man has got so much drive. He is here for the long haul. All right, 1 minute to go, gang. Push it out. 2 30-second rounds. Go, Liz.
This week I've learned that sometimes you can, you know, get your mind in the wrong place and you just need to turn it around and make the most of the situation. There's things you can do even with a boot the size of Texas on the end of your foot.
Pull, everything you've got. At the end of the cardio gym, these guys were smashed. Strengths, well done. 707 total, 632. Very good work.
After the break,
It's just not worth it anymore. I'm just find it.
an emotional weigh-in
Before you step off those scales, I want an answer.
as Joe reaches breaking point.
This just shattered me.
Rick, you weigh 172.6 kilos.
Six months ago, I probably couldn't see my life going very far at all. And no way I would have thought I'd be in a photo shoot looking as good as I am.
down.
Before coming to Camp Biggest Loser, I knew I was big. I knew I was probably heading to an early grave. I was horrible and felt horrible too. I'm feeling pretty good about my body shape now. I don't even look like I used to be a big person. I just look thin now. Full waistline, chest. It's crazy. I can see my changes everywhere. It felt great to rip the photo up because it's my old self and I don't want to go back to that. At finale, I can't wait to walk out on stage at my lightest, feeling my best, and showing everyone how I feel and how I look.
I'm always nervous before weigh-ins. We're down the pointy end of the competition now and weigh-ins are everything. Because I didn't lose much last week, I only lost 2 kilos. I have to try and catch up again and try and lose a good number to stay in front of Phil a little bit.
Well, boys, after a hard week's training in the top end, it's time to get to the facts. Phil, come on up.
Thanks, Joey. Between me and Phil, there's only probably 1% splitting us up in this game, and that's pretty close. It can come down to anyone at this end of the game, and at the moment, I'm still behind. So it's pretty crucial this weigh-in.
Phil, last week you weighed 90.2 kilos. This week you weigh 89 kilos. That's a total weight loss of 1.2 kilos. And that gives you a weight loss percentage of 1.33%.
It's not too bad, Commando, really. A bit better than last week, not a lot, but a bit better, and at least I'm into the 80s now, so I've got to be happy with that. Closer to my goal. I'd love to be able to achieve my goal weight out here in the outback. I think it'd take a lot of pressure off me.
So what is your goal? And do you still want to achieve your goal weight?
My goal weight's 87 kilos, which is what my wife set me. It was the weight that I was when we first met 20 years ago, so I'm 2 kilos off that now, and I definitely want to get to that goal, and I'd like to maybe try and get under a little bit if I can. I think it'd be a huge accomplishment, something that I'd be proud of, and I'm sure my wife and children would be proud of me as well.
All right, thanks, Phil.
Thanks, Commander.
1.2 kilos, that's a good loss for Phil, and I thought to myself, if he's lost that, I would have had to at least lost 2 kilos, maybe to 3, and I would be happy with that.
Joe, you're up.
Right, Joey.
It's important for me to get in front of Phil now in the percentage just because we're running out of time. This game ain't going to go forever, and I don't want to leave it to the last minute to get in front of him.
Joe, last week you weighed 113.3 kilos. This week you weigh 113.1 kilos. That's a total weight loss, 200 grams. And that gives you a weight loss percentage of 0.18%.
What do I say?
Just tell me. Let it out.
It's going to break me. I've had it now.
Why is it going to break you?
200 grams for all that.
What's all that?
Every day I've put in, it's just not worth it anymore. I've had it.
What are you going to do to turn this around?
I honestly don't know anymore.
Well, before you step off those scales, I want an answer.
I really can't at the moment, mate.
Why?
Because this just shattered me.
This is all emotion. Huh? You listen to what I'm saying? You've got to see through this. You've got to be stronger than this. Don't let that negativity grow. Don't fuel it. So what did your father say to you and your brother just before you came into the house?
To be true to myself.
What does that mean to you?
Not to quit anymore. It's not my game anymore, but...
What do you mean, anymore?
Because that's what I used to do. Things got a bit tough, you throw the white flag up.
Why do you think that was?
Because it hurt too much, that's why. Things got too hard. I lost nearly 70 kilos now, and that's pretty damn good, and the job's not over yet, and if I quit now, well, I'm going back to my old ways, and where things get a bit tough and you just want to go and hide. I definitely don't want to make the same mistake again. I don't want to quit. I don't want to go back to my old life.
You only screw up when you make the mistakes you made before. And you don't want to go back there, do you?
No.
All right. Thanks, Joe.
It's been a hard, long day with some tough results. Get back to your sleeping quarters and let it all sink in. It may be time for both of you to reassess your game plan. I'll see you both soon.
All right. Thanks, Commander.
I'll definitely get down to 100 kilos and make my father proud. I know my parents will be proud as punch at what I've done so far, and there's plenty more to give you. I'm not at my goal weight, which is 95 kilos, and I want to get there to show everyone I can do it.
Still to come.
Welcome to the weigh-in.
The fight for survival is on.
Bill, Joe.
But next,
come outside.
A special reward gives Joe renewed strength.
For him to say that he's proud of me, it means a lot. Even if I'm not a winner, I'm a winner in their eyes.
Bill, Joe, come outside.
We come out of our door and I could see the commando standing there, and I thought, oh, God, what are we in for now?
Boys, it's been 4 weeks since you left Camp Biggest Loser and headed to the Northern Territory to be trained by me. In recognition of your hard work, what better way to reward you than to have some news from home?
My heart started racing, thinking of my girlfriend or my mum and dad, or someone might have been there.
Joe? Phil?
He handed myself and Joey a phone and said, we've got a message from home. So I thought, how good's this?
Hi, Philly Cheese. It's Chucky Doll here. Just wanted to say hi. Just wish you well and very impressed and proud of you.
Seeing my beautiful wife smiling at me and seeing Memphis and Maverick sitting on her lap, how good is that? It is absolutely priceless.
Well, Maverick's just had a birthday. He's turned 3, haven't you?
Yeah.
And you had a good day?
Yeah, I should today, my baby.
Yeah. We miss your happy face and the way you make us laugh. And we can't wait for you to come home, can we? Hang in there and we shall see you soon. Bye, Daddy. Bye, Daddy. And kisses to Daddy.
Makes it all worthwhile for your family. That's why I'm here.
Hey babe, proud of you. I'm glad you've made it this far and I believe you can make it the rest of the way. I love you.
The biggest thing I've noticed with you is that you're actually getting your old smiles back. I think it's because you're enjoying yourself and the fact that you're losing weight, you're becoming the old boys. And I'm so proud of you.
That's the sort of stuff you need to hear from your folks. Mum's never said to me that I lost my smile. As a kid, I was a happy kid, and then obviously when I put my weight on, I lost all that. And for her to know that her sons don't smile because they're not happy and who they are, that breaks your heart to hit that.
Mate, really, really proud of you. You're putting it in, you're doing your best, you're carrying yourself well. Keep it up, son. You're doing a fantastic job. Good luck, mate.
For him to say that he's proud of me, it means a lot. It shows that I've made all my family proud, and even if I'm not a winner, you know, I'm a winner in their eyes. That's all that matters to me now. Least I can do is finish strong and put up a good fight. That's what I plan to do now.
Walking into weigh-in, it's the same every single week. No matter how confident you feel the day before, no matter how good you feel about the work you've put in, it just makes you feel sick. It's nerve-wracking.
This week's particularly tough. You've got Shannan, who's got immunity, and there's only one spot above that yellow line, so it's probably the most competitive weigh-in that I think we've had since being at Camp Biggest Loser.
Best case scenario for Phoebe, Shannan and myself is that Dave's under the yellow line because it'll make elimination that much easier.
Hi everyone.
Hi, Hayley.
Welcome to the weigh-in. Contestants, you are now in the home straight of a long, tough race. And as the weeks have passed, it's become harder and harder to keep your place here. Shannan, you outgunned Phoebe and Lisa at this week's challenge to claim immunity for the very first time.
I don't know if I need immunity, but I'm definitely glad I have it.
David, Phoebe and Lisa, the odds are against you like never before. Only one of you will rise above the yellow line to secure yourselves another week at Camp Biggest Loser. The other two will face elimination.
Yeah, I feel the pressure today, definitely. 3 people gunning for one position, you know, and there's more chance that we fall below than we stay above.
Contestants, it's time to weigh in. Shannan, because you've won immunity and you're safe here for another week, you'll be weighing in first.
All the best.
Only losing 900 grams last week, I can't help but think about Rick when he had immunity and put weight on and lost it. You know, am I going to get on these scales thinking I'm going to lose something and put weight on?
Shannan, last week you weighed 144.2 kilos. Your current weight is 138.5 kilos. That gives you a loss of 5.7 kilos and a total weight loss percentage of 3.95%. Well done, Shannan. Shannan, you are now in the 130s. Can you remember the last time you were under 140?
No, honestly, I can't. You know, I know that I was there, obviously. You have to go through 138 to get to 214, but it would have been early high school, Hayley.
Shannan, what's the most important thing that you've learnt about yourself since your time here at Camp Biggest Loser?
The main thing that I've learned is just that anything's possible, Hayley. You know, as much as I doubted myself when I got here and as strong as I thought that I was, you know, all that was disproven fairly quickly at that 4K. But just knowing now that, you know, honestly, anything is possible. If I want to go and do something, I think I've now got the ability upstairs as well as, you know, in my body as well to actually be able to go out there and do it.
And do you feel like a different person?
Oh, definitely. You can't not. I've lost over 75 kilos. I've lost people. You know, you can't not feel like a different person.
Thanks, Shannan. You can step down.
Thanks, Hal. I think the main thing that sets me apart from the others is I think I've changed the most. You know, from what I came from, being able to barely walk. And now I've just absorbed everything I've been able to in my entire journey here. You know, it makes me want to win the Biggest Loser.
Next to weigh in will be Lisa.
I've had my new boot on all week and it's inhibited me emotionally as well as with my training has completely had to turn around. So it's been hard work and taken a lot of determination. So I'm very aware this week that when I step on those scales, you know, I don't know what the result's going to be.
Lisa, last week you weighed 77.2 kilos. Your current weight is... Lisa, last week you weighed 77.2 kilos. Your current weight is... 74.4 kilos. That gives you a loss of 2.8 kilos and a total weight loss percentage of 3.63%. And it puts you in second place behind Shannan. Well done, Lisa. Lisa, 2.8 kilos. You looked a little bit surprised.
I was surprised, Hayley. I was hoping to be somewhere in the 75.7 or 8 or 9, but to be under 75 and 4 kilos away from my wedding dress.
When was the last time you can remember weighing under 75?
Just after my wedding, 17 years ago, Hayley, so a very long time ago.
Do you think you could squeeze into your wedding dress now?
I think it would be a squeeze, but I'm willing to give it a go.
Lisa, thinking back to that first day when you did arrive here, does that seem like a different person now?
It does seem like a different person, Hayley. Just, I feel like a different person. I'm going to be that hot mama at my kids' weddings, not just, you know, the fat bum in the corner.
Has this whole journey been harder than what you thought it was going to be?
Oh, yeah. It's been really hard, Hayley. You know, not only being away from the people that hold you up and support you through day-to-day life, but you're away from them and you're facing things that you don't want to face or that are too hard. And so to do that as well as be tired from exercise and, you know, watching your nutrition every day, it's exhausting and it's up there with the hardest thing I've done in my life.
Would you do it all again?
Hell's no, I'm not getting fat again.
Thanks, Lisa. You can step down.
Thank you, Hayley. I've definitely got the potential to be the first female Biggest Loser, but I don't underestimate the other contestants that are here because I think everybody has that potential. It's just, you know, everyone's going to work hard and I'm hoping I work just as hard.
Next up on the scales will be Phoebe. Phoebe, to beat Lisa and still be in the running to be safe for another week, you need to lose at least 2.9 kilos. Phoebe, do you think you've done enough to stay safe?
Probably not, but, you know, here's hoping.
Well, Phoebe, let's find out. Come on up.
Good luck, Phoebes.
I think I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit nervous every single time. And it's always that same sinking feeling. Oh my goodness, what if I've put on weight? I know that I've lost weight. It's just how much? And is it going to be enough to keep me safe?
Phoebe, last week you weighed 79.5 kilos. Your current weight is... ...78 kilos. That gives you a loss of 1.5 kilos and a total weight loss percentage of 1.89%. And Phoebe, unfortunately, you have fallen below the yellow line and will be facing elimination. How are you feeling, Phoebes?
Look, I'm happy with 1.5 kilos. I came in here wanting 2, but a loss is a loss and I'm not going to be disappointed.
Have you felt the pressure this week?
Yeah, I feel the pressure every week, Hayley. I'm the one who loses the least amount of weight each week, so I think that's just the way it goes.
Do you think you still need to be here?
Yeah, sure, I still need to be here. I've still got 13 kilos to go to the goal weight, but I learn something new about myself every day. I'll learn a different lesson, and that makes me think, what else could I learn before I go?
Thanks, Phoebe. You can step down.
1.5 kilos is a really good weight loss. 1.5 kilos. I never would have lost that if I hadn't have been here. I've got a bright looking future now that I've lost all this weight. You know, it's worth it.
Well, there's just one more person to weigh in. David, to beat Lisa and guarantee yourself another week here at Camp Biggest Loser, you need to lose at least 3.8 kilos. If you don't succeed, you'll be facing elimination alongside Phoebe. David, how are you feeling?
It's probably about the most nervous I've felt, Hayley. It's about survival this week, and 3.8 kilos have been everything to me because they would put me under 100 kilos, and that's another sort of goal reach. But after last week, I'm just nervous. The nerves were just shocking. I could feel my legs shaking, the butterflies in the stomach. Weighed in last week and had a shocker, and I thought, oh no, please, not again this week.
Well, David, it's time to weigh in. Come on up.
Thanks, Hayley. Thanks, guys. I was really reluctant to get up on those scales, but you know, you've got no choice here, you've got to get out there. So for me, it was just a really horrendous time.
David, last week you weighed 103.6 kilos. Your current weight is? David, to beat Lisa and guarantee yourself another week here at Camp Biggest Loser, you need to lose at least 3.8 kilos. David, last week you weighed 103.6 kilos. Your current weight is? $95.4 kilos. That gives you a loss of 8.2 kilos and a total percentage weight loss of 7.92% and puts you into first place. Congratulations.
Yes!
Well done, Dave.
Good luck.
Thanks, guys.
Unfortunately, Lisa, you have fallen below the yellow line and will be facing elimination alongside Phoebe.
When Dave pulled 8.2 kilograms, I nearly fell over. To lose that amount of weight in a week at this point of the competition is amazing.
We're all just in shock. We all knew, you know, this is it. You know, it's Lisa or Phoebe going home. This is our worst case scenario.
David, 8.2 kilos. Relieved?
Yeah, just astounded. I wasn't expecting that at all.
We're a testament to injured people because you've pretty much been injured since the day you got here.
Yeah, Hayley, it's been a battle since day one pretty much for me. And being diagnosed with a serious hip injury, which has stopped me from doing plenty, but it's also, I guess, given me the determination and motivation to keep going. And my motto has been since coming here, no excuses. And really that should be everyone's motto in life, no excuses, anything's possible, and I think I stand a testament to that.
And do you think your family and friends will be shocked to see you at 95?
I'm shocked to see me at 95, so I think my wife has probably just fallen off her chair. Yeah, I think everyone would just be amazed.
Well done, David. You can step down.
Thanks, Hayley. 8.2 kilos. I wasn't expecting that at all, and I really don't know, you know, what part of my body it came off, but I'm glad it's gone.
David, congratulations. You are the biggest loser of the week.
Thanks, Hayley. Well done, mate.
An 8.2 kilo loss at this stage of the game is massive. Congratulations.
Thanks, Hayley.
Phoebe and Lisa, David's triumph today unfortunately comes at your expense. He beat you to the one available spot above the yellow line. And now both of you will face elimination and one of you will be going home. Exactly who that will be will depend entirely on David and Shannan.
It's always hard knowing that you're going to end someone's biggest loser journey, particularly at this stage of the competition where you've got two fantastic women and both are formidable opponents, and it's going to be a tough decision for me.
Phoebe and Lisa, given how close the two of you have become over the last couple of months, There's no question that this week's elimination is going to be especially hard. Good luck, and I'll see you all at elimination.
Thank you, Hayley.
I'm now faced with the biggest elimination decision that I've had. I've got my two best friends here, one that's like my mother, the other that's like my best friend, and I don't want to have to put either one of their names down, but it's part of the game and I have to do it. I just don't know who I'm voting for.